You already know what time it is. It's that official time. Where we take this worldwide. Let's go. Listen. So now it's time to turn it up. Surf the radio waves as we begin to burn it up. We all up in your area like landscape, definitely bringing you the pancakes. It's a mandate that you tune in. It's time to move out so we can move in and recognize that this is no illusion. I'm here to clear the air so that there is no confusion. It all started off in the book of Genesis when Jacob was wrestling with who he thought was his nemesis. And when the man saw he couldn't overpower him, he touched his hip but he really couldn't devour him. And from that point, then we hear a name change, rearrange the game, so now we gotta change lanes. So I'm here to let you know it's time to listen to the Pancake and Power Slam show. Let's go!
Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Power Slam. Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Power Slam. Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Power Slam show. Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Power Slam. Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Power Slam. Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Power Slam show. Turn it up.
What's up, everybody? It's another episode. Yo, where we at? 568. We staying up late. PNP family with Dr. C. Talking about Reigns, baby. ECMLA Elimination Chamber. You haven't think about if Sami Zayn pull it 4-1 insane night in Montreal. Could it all of y'all? Could he fool all of y'all and win the match and win the title and the rival bloodline Audi Heidel Hypel got you joshing, thinking about if he's got a chance to win the match, or is he getting the scraps? Getting ready for Cody at WrestleMania 3-9. Spawn on the pond. Could have been The Rock, but he said, oh no, not mine, not my spot. Give it to Cody Rhodes instead. I will be in my bed, probably asleep, when it's time for WrestleMania 3-9:39. I'ma be spawning on the pond, but not in the ring, on the shine. Well, The Rock says, not this year. This is Cody's year. Win the Royal Rumble, you can have speared, but it won't be me. It's gonna be Cody. But could it be Sami that takes the spot? Take the shot. Do he have a chance? Or it's gonna be the dance with Cody and Roman Reigns? Gotta check out on Pain Cakes and Power Slams. Dr. C having fun like jam every week. Yo, what's up, y'all? I'm tired. Very tired. I had to work today, therapist. This is my second show, of course, on Tuesdays, and I had to do some work for the college that that I work for, the department chair of the Christian counseling and psychology, and so was responding to some dissertation stuff for that. So been a long day. Valentine's Day was today, but my wife and I, we spent Valentine's Day. Actually, this is my first day off of vac. Well, last night was technically, because I did the shows. I did Raw. I did the show. I did Raw. So last night was technically my first night off of vacation. Today was my first day because I went back to work. And so I haven't been at work from a therapeutic route since last Tuesday. So I haven't done any therapist work since last Tuesday. So it's been a while. But I'm still tired because I still had something to do on Wednesday. And I call it a vacation hangover. That's the reason why when I go on vacations, when I go on vacations, I just like to relax and rest, because a lot of times people, they have vacation hangovers, and then come the first day at work, they're tired because they were so busy during their vacation. They didn't rest. They just chose to be busy somewhere else. And so yeah, it's not really a reset. So I didn't really get that this past weekend. I went on vacation, but it was really busy. But it was fun though. It was really fun. Lots of fun. So you know, hopefully sooner than later I'll have a real sabbatical. Just relax and reset. PNP Nation, let's get to these questions. So I'll be talking about I'll present a case. I'll present a small case, and I think it's a viable case. You know, I've been thinking about this. Vince Russo and I we were talking about this in one of our shows, and I was conflicted, and I'm still conflicted about it. I'm still conflicted about it. But today I'm going to present a case for. I'm going to present a viable case. I think this is a viable case of of Sami Zayn winning the Universal Championship. So I'll talk about that in a minute. Let's get into these questions real quick. Yeet from across the pond. I saw you interview Damian Demento. Yeah, man, I interviewed Damian Demento. It was a pretty cool interview. And so, you know, I love just interviewing random names that people wasn't really necessarily thinking about, like what they're doing, and then and then they look at the interview and they're like, oh, okay, that's cool to know what he's doing. Because a lot of those interviews actually are the ones who get, or the interviews who gets a lot of traction because because they'll Google search them. Like for instance, they'll Google search Damian Demento. They'll Google search maybe just Raw 30th anniversary or something like that about Raw. And there's a lot of people who just wonder like where certain stars at now. They'll just come, their name will come up in passing or something like that. They'll Google them, and then my interviews and stuff like that, that'll come up because that's the latest bit of information. Damon Demento hasn't been on an interview in a long time. I mean, several years. So stuff like that, is good from a journalist perspective because, if it's some, if you're Googling Adam Cole, you know what I mean? Like it's going to be interviews everywhere. But if you're Googling Damian Demento, my interview is going to come up first because, or one of the first interviews to come up because it's the most recent. And that's where the algorithms and the analytics, gravitate to. So I really like those interviews. I've always been a where are they now type of person. So, and I know how to reach people. Like I do a pretty good job as a journalist to be able to find people and reach out to them. And, my pitch is good enough for them to be interested. So I'm not just some mark or something like that, just have a pitch that people just aren't interested in. They don't want to use their time, but yeah, I'm skilled enough in doing this to give wrestlers an interest to come on my shows. So I mean, it was cool, man. I enjoyed it. It was cool. Damien Demento is an interesting character, definitely an interesting character, and it was good to chat with them. So and it's interesting because I watched a lot of videos of him before the show. I was watching a lot of just jobber matches. I remember watching them back in 92, 93 because I watched wrestling all the time at that time. But there was some, matches that, they played on superstars that I really wasn't even paying attention to 30 years ago. But I did watch probably 3 or 4 of his matches tonight, and I like doing that. I like doing that to just prep myself. That's what you should do as a journalist, is prep yourself to make the wrestler. And people ask me a lot when it comes to journalism. It's important to let the wrestler know that you know your stuff. And that's it goes to show that this isn't just some marquee, just passive thing for you. You got to take what you do seriously. If you want to be a podcaster, if you want to be a journalist, do the research. That's the research. Invest your time in researching, because at the end of the day, you can sound like the Chris Farley show if you don't know what you're talking about, or if you don't, if you're nervous, you got to have confidence. You got to do research. That's what it boils down to. So, did my research, and I was looking at some Damien Demento stuff, and I saw an interview that he had a few years ago. That he was inside. He was in the studio, and the guy ended up getting his nose busted open. So he wasn't playing, ladies and gentlemen. He wasn't playing. So he's a very eccentric guy. Very eccentric guy. Elvis is at his cousin's. Got you. EC predictions. Okay. Okay. I'm contemplating if I'm going to watch this live or not. I usually am busy on Saturdays. So I'm not sure if I have one of my friends come over or something like that. I don't like watching wrestling live alone. Because I get so bored. All right. United States Championship match. I think it's going to be Alpha Theory because I think that they're going to have the belt off of him to set up for Cena at WrestleMania. Not Rollins, because unless you're doing Rollins versus Paul for the United States Championship, no need to do that. Damian Priest against who at WrestleMania? I mean, who's who? Gargano, no. Montez, I wouldn't be opposed to that, but I don't think that they're going to strap the rocket on him that quick. So that leaves Bronson Reed. Do they want to give him the U.S. Championship already? And he hasn't even really established his character yet. He is a heel, so have quicker heels tend to have lesser builds or need lesser builds than baby faces do. The big moment is the babyface winning the championship. The heel needs the championship in order for the moment to be created by the babyface. For the babyface, rather, is created by both of them, but at the moment, it's created for the babyface typically. So that would mean that one of the two heels would have to win outside of Theory, which would be Bronson Reed or Damian Priest. Damian Priest having the United States Championship. I don't see giving him the title again. What does that do? And who's a viable U.S. Championship opponent for Damian Priest? I don't see it. Unless they do Theory versus Cena for the title. You don't want to make it a non-title match because that wouldn't make sense. You're having Elimination Chamber for the United States Championship just for the United States Championship not to be on WrestleMania. Not to be defended. That wouldn't make any sense. So you got either you do Theory versus Cena for the United States Championship, which they're not going to bring Cena back for a U.S. title match, I don't think. You could do Rollins and Paul for the title. But I don't think that needs a title, though. Logan Paul's not a, big, he's not a frequent attraction. I don't know, man. I guess you give it to Bronson and you build somebody for the next 6 weeks. You build a baby face. Do you build Montez for that? That would be interesting. Raw. Women's championship. I said Asuka. I think you give it to Asuka. I like Raquel, but she's not being booked well at all. Nikki, no way. WrestleMania against Bianca Belair, no. Liv Morgan, no. Carmella, they've done that before. No. Asuka, you got to give it to Asuka. Asuka, Bianca, that works for WrestleMania. I think you can't have Lesnar beat Lashley, y'all. There's no way. You can't have Lashley beat Lesnar. This whole thing should be to Lashley's the one who's going to come back. Lesnar won't be back until close to WrestleMania, unless you do some type of screwy finish. You do a non-finish and you take this to WrestleMania. But that's dragging a bit. Maybe you do a stipulation match at WrestleMania, but really? This match at Elimination Chamber is just weird to me. I'm gonna go safe bet and say screwy finish and run it back at WrestleMania. I mean, that's the best I can that's the best I got with that. Screwy finish, run it back at WrestleMania, Lashley wins. There's no way you can do Lesnar beating Lashley again, because Lashley needs to be the one. This whole thing should be for the purpose of making Lashley look good, because Lesnar's going to leave and Lashley's the one who's frequent. So either Lashley wins or you do a screwy finish, run it back at WrestleMania, and he wins. So Lashley is going to win this feud regardless. Edge and Beth Phoenix against the Judgment Day. It makes sense if Edge and Beth Phoenix wins just to close this out. To close out Judgment Day. But Balor doesn't have a spot. Edge doesn't have a spot. And if you're going to do Edge and Balor in some type of stipulation match, Dominic is out there too. It would make sense if you have the Judgment Day win, and then somehow this leads into Edge and Balor at WrestleMania, which I'm not really interested in that. Okay, so let's talk Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn. Okay, that's the last match on the card, and I'll get to the rest of the questions. So here's my case. For Sami Zayn win the championship. Now, again, I'm not sold on this. I'm still conflicted, but I was thinking about what I really want to emphasize today outside of the #AskDoc questions. I do want to throw a little bit of a monkey wrench in this, because like Sami Zayn is getting booked as if he has zero chance of winning. There's, if I had the time, if I had the time and the ability to really get my hands on booking Sami Zayn right now, there's a lot of things in WWE, what he's currently doing, that I wouldn't have done. I wouldn't have done it. One, I wouldn't have had him talk so much after doing the Roman Reigns thing. After hitting Roman Reigns with a chair, he came in with the hoodie. I was cool with that. Attack Roman Reigns. That should have been it. Like, he ends up getting super kicked and like, no, man. Like, why in the world would you do that? Give him the hoodie thing, have him come out, attack Roman Reigns, and leave. That leaves suspense. That leaves intrigue. That leaves people wanting to come back the next week. And then he grabs the mic and does the Heyman thing, and he talks so much, and then he's backstage with Jay, and then he's talking to Jay, and then the Uso somehow gets this random tag spot, match. Well, it's not necessarily random because there was a tournament for it, but the timing, you didn't have to do it at this past SmackDown. Like it was unnecessary. You're not going to be in Montreal. You're not going to be in Canada because of the DUIs. You didn't have to do that until you could have shelved that. And you could have either done it at WrestleMania and have both, Usos wrestle twice, or you could have done it the Raw after Elimination Chamber, because the suspense should have been where's Jay? Like, where's Jay's head in all this? Where's Jay's head in all this? So here's what you do, all right? Because the timing was just bad. Here's what you do. You have Sami Zayn go against Roman Reigns, all right? You haven't seen Kevin Owens in several weeks, all right? What you do, and Kevin Owens is also a fellow, Canadian. And so what you do is during the match, you have Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn, and you have them go against each other, go back and forth, and all of a sudden, at the end of the match, you have some close calls. Roman Reigns dominated in the very beginning. Sami Zayn gets that babyface, resurgence. Roman Reigns shoots it down, shoots it down, so forth. At the very end of the match, you have Kevin Owens comes in, stuns Reigns. Reigns backs into a corner. Boom, haluva kick. The fans are just ready to just absolutely blow. 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens helps Sami Zayn, so that protects Reigns still, and it makes it, people are thinking like, man, Sami, there's no way Sami by himself could, there's no way that him by himself could win the title, just a standalone singles match. So you have Kevin Owens help Sami Zayn. The crowd goes absolutely bananas because he won in his hometown. That creates a highlight reel that goes to eternity with Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's been busting his butt. He finally gets a world title reign, because he's been one of the hottest things going in all of WWE for now. So what happens is, you have, still keeping in mind that we don't know what's going on with Jay. You have Roman Reigns cut a promo on the following SmackDown telling Pierce that Kevin Owens cheated. Kevin Owens came in, it wasn't fair. If my bloodline can't be there, if the Usos can't be there, Kevin Owens shouldn't have came. I demand a rematch. And so the main event of the following SmackDown for the title is Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn. And what happens is, you have Kevin Owens comes in, seems like he's going to win again. By that time, the bloodline's there. They take Kevin Owens down. Slides in Jey Uso. Jey Uso looks at both, or he just goes straight for the jugular. Boom, super kicks Sami Zayn. All of a sudden, Sami Zayn turns around. Boom, spear Reigns. Spear by Reigns. Reigns wins the championship yet again. And you had a 6-day title reign for Sami Zayn, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that it was 6 days. It matters that a highlight reel was created. Sami Zayn was the one who broke the streak because He was the one who wanted to be, who was the honorary Uso. He was the one who wanted a spot, and so on and so forth. The time is right in Montreal. That's going to be a highlight that's going to just live in infamy, live in eternity. And it's just, that's my case for it. That's my case for it. And I wouldn't be opposed to it, because here's the big thing, y'all. Here's the big issue when it comes to that. The big issue is, so does that mean that is that going to hurt Roman Reigns if you have Sami Zayn win the title at Elimination Chamber? I can understand why people say yes. However, he has been champ for over 3 years now 3.5 years. He's been champ for 3.5 years, y'all. Since 2.5 years, since August of 2020. So he's been champ for 2.5 years. I mean, like, he's going to have to lose soon. And so the question is, who is he going to lose to? But then you have a lifetime highlight reel. It's not just a random win. It's not just a random title shot. You have to consider the fact that the crowd is going to be absolutely bananas if Sami Zayn wins the title. Like, that would be my case to have Sami Zayn win the title, only because this is in his hometown. If it was anywhere else, no way. No way. But since it's in his hometown, I keep thinking about that feel-good moment, though, that highlight reel that is going to go in the WWE catalog forever. So now you have a highlight reel and you have a storyline that culminates here. You have a world title reign from Sami Zayn finally. You have that moment. It's his first title reign. It's in his hometown. The fans are going to just go absolutely bananas. That's going to cause the buzz rather than just another Roman Reigns win. So, I was really conflicted about it and still am, but I would not be opposed to Sami winning, man. I wouldn't be opposed to Sami winning in Montreal. Because my biggest selling point in this is it creates a highlight reel that lives forever, in the annals of sports entertainment. And do you want to create a highlight reel that's going to transcend generations and they'll be playing that, 10 years, 15 years even, really? Or is this just going to be another Elimination Chamber main event that Roman Reigns just plows through Sami Zayn? And then if Jay, helps Roman and Sami Zayn loses on the following SmackDown, well, there's your tag team match for WrestleMania. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens against the Usos. That's my case, y'all. I think that's a viable case, y'all. I think that's a viable case. Yeah, congratulations. How about them Chiefs? It was a really good game. Jalen Hurts, absolutely phenomenal. He broke the rushing record from a quarterback in the playoff Super Bowl history. He broke the rushing touchdowns, I believe, from a quarterback in Super Bowl history. Just an amazing showing by Jalen Hurts. And to leave the stadium with the L after the performance of a lifetime that he did, that's tough. That's what happened to CJ Stroud too. Performance of a lifetime, lost by a missed field goal, and the Eagles lost by a field goal. Biography series and Rivals is back on Sunday. I did see that. That would be interesting. NWO is good. I just stated that case. And I think it's viable, y'all. I do. I think it's viable. Cody is probably. I don't want Cody to. I don't want Cody to be Reigns. I keep saying this. I keep saying the same thing over and over and over. Over and over and over. Cody should lose and get the belt at SummerSlam. But I do think that he's going to win, unfortunately. Trivia. All right, I got you. Here we go. Who became known for ripping the turnbuckle pad and shaking the foam out? Who became known for ripping the turnbuckle pad and shaking the foam out? Yeah, that is pretty cool. It's absolutely. It's actually, people complain about the long title reign. I don't mind it. He's made SmackDown a better show. The better show. Can I interview wrestlers from the UK? Yeah, absolutely. There was some wrestler. Oof, I gotta go on my list of interviews. I've interviewed wrestlers from overseas. I've interviewed Alex Wright before. Das Wunderkind, and he was in Germany. I've also interviewed PN News, and he was in Germany. I can't think of anybody else I've interviewed overseas. Man, I gotta look at my list of wrestlers and find out who. Getting back to last night's discussion on Lit Thick Pin. Yeah, Carmen Sandiego. She was a DJ in The Warriors. She was a DJ. Oh, okay. The Warriors, is that a movie? Yes, it was average. It was definitely average. Ugh, very mid. I went to Vegas. Had a good time. First time in Las Vegas, Nevada. And went to the Grand Canyon as well. That's in Arizona. Dolan Springs, Arizona area. About 2 hour and some change, 2 hours and some tax drive from Vegas. So, yeah, it was about 2 hours. To be a little bit less, but 2 hours-ish drive. So we went there early Friday. We left Friday morning, stayed there for a while, took lots and lots of pictures, and it was just an amazing experience being at the Grand Canyon. Just the God's creation. God's creation is just incredible, absolutely incredible. Jeff is in the building. What's up, my man? Prayers and thoughts appreciated, my path. Oh, she made it to Valentine's Day to go be with Dad. Oh man, Brian, sorry, man. Sorry to hear that dreadful news. Praying for you and the family. Just God's peace just be on you all in just a supernatural way as you mourn the loss of your mother. Sad to hear that. Very sad to hear that, Brian. And thank you, man. Thank you for spending time hanging out with us on PNP when your mom passed, man. You know, if this is any catharsis to you, being, hanging out with us on PNP, man, thank you for allowing me to be that for you right now. So greatly appreciate it, my man. Michael, yeah. You remember when you were with the Beatles? Yes, in this cards. You remember? You remember when you were with the Beatles? He says in his cards. That was awesome. Yeah. Oh man, the Chris Farley show. He's the GOAT for sure, in my opinion, at least. If added on Saturday, Damage Control or Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus, and Lita. If added on Saturday, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Theory could do an open challenge at Mania and they'd be answered by Cena. No, they're not going to do that. They want to promote Cena. Definitely not an open challenge. MVP would do something to cause Lashley to lose. See, to cause Lashley to lose or Lesnar lose. I was thinking Lesnar lose, but I don't want to see a Hurt Business again. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I did hear Edge versus Finn Hell in a Cell, but I mean, yeah, Rey Mysterio versus Dominic. That feud is just ice cold, man. I just don't care with Mysterio and Dominic. Mysterio's not even, he's barely even having any momentum. He lost to Madcap Moss, which Riddick Moss is a freak, like looks wise, physical wise, man, amazing. But there's just a blandness to him that just doesn't work, man. And then do you make him heel? I mean, he was heel before, and it's just, there's no gimmick, that really, even when he was heel in NXT, even when he was doing the Raw Underground thing, like it was just like, and I like him. I'm pulling for him too, man. He's got the athleticism, he's got the look, but yeah. Rey Mysterio's losing in fatal 4-way matches nowadays. So, man. If they do Edge versus Finn Hell in a Cell, that means that Finn and Rhea's going to win. Usos will be in Canada. They're allowed to go now. Well, according to SmackDown, it said, according to Paul Heyman, they said stay home. Stay home and watch it on television. That was the way out of not going to Canada. So we shall see. Sami will win by DQ. Solo attacks him. DQ. Well, that means that it would have to be continued. It would have to be continued. I don't think that they're going to continue the world title part of Sami Zayn's angle right now. So if you're going to do it, it has to be done in Montreal. Otherwise, no, nowhere else. I don't think so. That would be cool, but I don't think so. My plan messes up Cody's win at Mania against. So you only give Reigns a month reign until. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I don't. That's fine if he has a month reign until Mania, because he's Roman Reigns, first of all, and he had a 2.5 year reign that was only messed up by 6 days. Like, you don't, like, the streak of Roman Reigns having the title for so long, so what? I mean, like, Cody isn't going to benefit from that. Oh, okay, he had it for 1,000 days, and Cody's going to be the one who breaks the streak. That's not going to have nowhere near as much of impact as Sami Zayn winning in Montreal. Cody Rhodes winning in Hollywood versus Sami Zayn winning in Montreal. Again, if we're thinking about highlight reels, if we're thinking about creating moments, which is Sports entertainment should be about creating moments. All right. Sami Zayn winning in Montreal is that moment. And that, even if it's a 6-day reign, which is just fine, it's just fine. Even if it's a 6-day reign, that's going to reset everything. And there's no streak intact at all, anyways. So Roman Reigns basically resetting who cared about the streak? It was never some big thing. Michael Cole would say it when, Roman Reigns would come out, but okay. So Cody's not going for no streak. Storm coming here in Colorado. Oh, really? When I was in Vegas, I was able to soar past all that. Just beautiful. Oh, it was my first time out west ever, actually. I kind of got spoiled to Pacific time. I was kind of feeling Pacific time. I didn't know if I would feel Pacific time. I'm so used to Eastern, which I like Eastern. I've been an Eastern in my life, but I'm a night owl. So Pacific time just gives me a reason to be a night owl. My wife was struggling, trying to, because her brain, her mind was so used to it being 3 hours later on Eastern time. And it was like, 1:00 in the morning Pacific, and I was up. I'm a night owl, y'all. And so it was like, 1:00 in the morning Pacific is 4 Eastern. So, but yeah, I was hanging, and I like it. Gives me a reason to be more of a night owl. So, but I'm loyal to Eastern time, just because we hear we get the Happy New Year's first. We get the Happy New Year first. Everything happens first in Eastern time. Mom transferred to rehab Friday afternoon. Just got to Denver. A bit snowy on the way up here. Well, that's good news. Snowy. Not the snowy part, but the rehab part. I can go for that feel-good moment, but I think WWE put themselves in a hard spot with the Sami bus, and now Cody and Reigns need a few more months to be the longest title holder. I can see Cody winning WrestleMania Backlash. See, it won't be the longest title holder because he still had, he still got Bruno's reign. He still has Hogan's reign, Backlund's reign. So, those are like way above him. I think he's going for like Pedro Morales now, but he's had it for what, around 900 days. So there's no streak here. Like he's already cemented himself as being one of the longest reigning champions of in history. If he wins at Elimination Chamber, if Sami does on Saturday, and he loses the following Friday, so that means that he would lose the 24th. So that means that it would be a 5-week build leading into WrestleMania. And he already had the title for 2.5 years. So, and then he won the other title, the WWE title last year at Mania when they unified them. So, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. The fact that he had a long streak, that's cool. That's super cool. But when there's him losing doesn't hurt him at all. Animal Steel. Good job. Animal Steel. I remember Jesse Ventura would always say his name that way. Animal Steel. Next question. Who was John Gonzalez's name in WCW? What was John Gonzalez's name in WCW? WCW. The Warriors was a movie about street gangs in New York City, came out in 1979. Okay, cool. There's casinos everywhere. So, I mean, like, there's casino slots everywhere. So, even if I didn't want to go to a casino, I went to a casino. But we went, I don't do, to me, that doesn't really do much for me. But there was a casino. I didn't play anything. But yeah, you're in a casino everywhere. You go to a restaurant, there's a casino in there. You go to the airport, no lie. You come out of the airport terminal and you go into where the gates are in Vegas. The first thing you see is slot machines. I mean, there's gambling everywhere in Vegas, everywhere. The Grand Canyon is huge. Absolutely. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sight. I mean, like, I think everybody at least once in their life should go to the Grand Canyon. It's an absolute beauty. If they add damage control versus Becky, Trish, and lead Elimination Chamber, who are you going for? I don't think they should do that. I think they should do that for Mania. I think the baby faces should win, and they should do it at Mania. I did hear. I saw a headline on that. I didn't even bother to look at it, honestly, because I really didn't care. Another video came out. Dominic and Rhea interrupted. Yeah. Okay. Cody has said he wouldn't mind Sami being added to Match of Mania. Can you see him? No, zero chance. And that wouldn't make sense either. I wouldn't want to do that. If they were to do this era Job Squad, that's an interesting question. Okay, this area is Job Squad, Baron Corbin, Akira Tozawa, and Baron Corbin, Akira Tozawa, and I would say Madcap Moss, but he won the 4-way match. Someone who doesn't win many matches on either brand, I guess. I don't even know. Cedric Alexander, maybe. Oh, they won a match recently too. There's so many 50-50 that it's hard to really point out. And then a lot of the 24/7 people have left. Yeah, Akira Tozawa, Baron Corbin, and let me look at the Raw results and see who doesn't win many matches. Let's do a Elias. Gosh, Elias doesn't win any matches anymore. Sami doesn't win this weekend. How does WWE build Cody? Because we all know Cody's going to win, but the fans are going to turn him. I mean, it's going to be the same. It's going to be the personal thing, him going back and forth with Heyman over Dusty. Like, the angle is the Dusty thing. It's Roman's Dusty's son that he never had. Seemingly that's the angle what they're going right now. El Gigante. Good job, guys. El Gigante. I think, let me see. I think that's it for today. We'll close up here. I did hear, and I chatted with Jeff. I sent him my well wishes, and he told me thanks. So I chatted with Jeff today. Are they really starting to turn on Braun Breaker? Kind of knew that was going to happen. Yeah, I agree. I think it's sad too. But the thing is, it's like they keep doing it with they keep doing it with um this heel stuff, man. Make him a babyface. People wanting him to turn. And I think it will help him. Nice, Dion. Yeah, we went to the Skywalk too. JBL's done. Hopefully it's a push. Hopefully it's a push. Maltese in the building. What's up, my man? Hey, you see all these people on Facebook? I see all these people on Facebook. Go to YouTube from now on. Go to the Pancakes and Power Slams YouTube channel. All right. Because I'm going to be posting a lot of I'm gonna do most of the posting um on wrestling rumors in the Facebook based on snippets of the longer show. I think I'm going to make the longer show YouTube exclusive because I really am trying to get my YouTube up. My YouTube hasn't been up over the years because I've been doing PNP on several different platforms over the years. And so now it's time to really, there's some momentum going with PNP. And so, what's up, Gabe? And so, yeah, I'm really trying to get this YouTube. Like, I'm starting to see the increase in subs. And so, yeah, I see a lot of people on Facebook. So from now on, I'm gonna continue to let y'all know. I'm gonna give y'all a few weeks to get, to come over, but we're going to be transitioning over to YouTube for the live PNP, and then wrestling rumors. I'll still be posting like snippets, but go over to YouTube and sub so you can get the notification. All right. Yeah. Omos. I don't know what the heck they want to do with them. What is there left for the Miz to do? Should be a part of the new job squad. That would be fun. I was thinking the Miz, but he doesn't lose all the time, but he kind of is nowadays. So that would be funny if he was a part of that. Cool. Well, that was my case for Sami Zayn winning the WWE championship. Again, everybody go over to YouTube and like, share, subscribe, comment on the YouTube, like comment on this video and on the videos too, because that just boosts up my algorithms, y'all. I want y'all to help me be. There's several times that someone has commented to me that they discovered PNP and they love it. They love the chill feel. They love the ambiance. They love the interaction. They love PNP and they just discovered it on a whim. So it, like, when you think of the suggestions on the right side, as when y'all continue to help me, continue to like this on YouTube and comment on YouTube and share it, all that stuff boosts up the algorithms. All right. Yeah, just comment on the highlights, comment on the segments. All right, just start commenting on the videos. All that stuff helps expose PNP to other sets of eyes. All right. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. Patreon.com/pancakes and power slams for your financial contribution. This is a listener supported show, and I really appreciate all the Patreons that I have on PNP. Thank you so much for y'all. Ricky will comment next week. Then very nice. Watch the highlights for PNP on YouTube, also on your channel. Thank you for your continuous support, Ricky. Brendan, actually, Brendan, your question is what I highlighted on video recently. Is this whole Bobby Lashley or Brock Lesnar confusing? Like, who's the face? Yeah, I mean, I talk about this on Legion of Raw. Like, it doesn't make sense. I mean, like, they wanted Lesnar to be the heel, but it didn't work because he kind of helped Theory, but the fans still cheering Lesnar. They were cheering Lashley, but now Lashley's the heel because the fans are cheering Lesnar, and but Lashley doesn't want to be the heel because he panders to he interacts with the crowd, and now he's kind of the heel again, but now he's really the heel again because of what he did. It's just super weird, man. And stuff like that kills characters. I'm not a fan of it. Do I listen to Katori Walker? I do not know who Katori Walker is. No. If I listen to Christian rap, different genres of Christian music, and chill hop, and jazz. Who should, or who will? Who will? He's going to face Logan Paul. Who should? I don't even know as far as who he should. There's just no big characters, man. There's just not. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot going on. Oh, he does show up. Okay, cool. Good stuff. I'll just say Logan Paul because that's what it's going to. I mean, I'm not going to wreck my brain saying who he should face if he is going to face Logan Paul. Constant heel and face turns is why no one probably over except Reigns. Rollins is super over. I think Rollins' song is super over. People started booing Rollins when he was the babyface last time because they got tired of it. But somehow his song got over, the same song that he had before. But his song is over, so therefore he's over, I appreciate Rollins' work, and he's definitely a main event talent. But I'm personally not too big on him, but he's a main event talent. Very nice of you. I got some friends in AEW, and I can't even interview them because AEW is a pain trying to get interviews from. And a lot of times I'm like, exactly. Singing Rollins song. That's precisely my point. But crowds like to put themselves over all the time, though. That's became a thing. Crowds putting themselves over, and it's tarnished wrestling. I'm not sure about that. Time to go. Yeah, it's time to go. Oh, it's time to go. I saw the performance and she was lip syncing. So be it. Rehearsed helps the sound from the television. It could have been a mime / wheeled up over tracks. Happens all the time. That's my Bible. Good night, Ricky. In the PNB Nation. PNB, I'll see you later. I'll see you